Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're returning, thank you so much for tuning back in and rocking with your girl. If you're new, I'm so glad that you found my page and I hope that you stick around, girl, because I have a lot in store for you all. So in this video, I will be talking a little bit about me, who I am, what I do, where I'm from, and all of that jazz. So if you ever wanted to know who is that girl, you'll know in this video. So make sure you stick around. So without further ado, we're gonna get right into the video. Let's start off with my name. My name is Jenny, for those who don't know me. And my name is spelled a little differently. It's spelled Jeanne. I know it sounds like Jean or Jeannie, or I get it all. I get Janine, I get Jeanne. It's none of that. It's Jenny. A lot of my friends know me as Jen. Growing up, I know I should correct people, but it just got on my nerves having to correct my name every single time, because I know it looks like Jean or Jeanne, but it's not. It's Jenny. So when I meet people, I tell them my name is Jen or Jeannie. And matter of fact, there's a story behind my name. When I was born, my dad was supposed to name me Jeannie with an I, so Jeannie, but the I was left out of the birth certificate from what he told me. So my name is spelled Jeanne, and everyone knows me as Jenny. So that's the story behind my name. Where I'm from, I am from Florida. I come from a Haitian background. I was born in Florida, but I am Haitian descent. So both of my parents are from Haiti, which makes me Haitian American. Growing up Haitian, that's a story of its own. But I love being Haitian. I love the Haitian culture. I love Haitian food. I love everything Haitian. Haitian blood runs through these veins, okay? Growing up Haitian is not for the weak. Let me just tell y'all that. So I have 4 siblings. I have 3 younger sisters and an older brother. I am the oldest girl, second oldest in my family. And I have, obviously, a mother and father. My family, we're all pretty close-knit. We all grew up together, lived in the same household. My extended family, I have a huge extended family. I'm pretty thankful for having a strong, supportive family, loving family at that. I went to college in Tallahassee, Florida. I went to the best HBCU in the world. None other than Florida Agricultural Mechanical University. I'm so proud of being a Rattler. You have to go to FAMU to understand the pride that we all have. Like, I could be on the street, if I see a FAMU tag on a car, I'm just like, oh, my fellow Rattler. Or like if I see them on the street walking, I'm like, hey, Rattler. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just a FAMU thing. Like, we just have so much pride and love for our school. And FAMU has taught me so much. I'm thankful, and I'm so glad that I went to FAMU. I wouldn't have it any other way. So I went to FAMU for my undergrad. I got a bachelor's in health science, occupational wellness. So I actually wanted to go to school to be an occupational therapist, but life took its course, and I headed in a different direction. After college, I moved back home for a little bit, and I stayed there for about 2 years. You know how it is, life after college. You're trying to find a job, you're trying to pay your bills. That's when you really become an adult. Like, it really hits you. The bills come, the loans start knocking at your door. You got to pay for your car insurance, all of that. So, yeah, adulthood is ghetto. So yeah, I stayed home for about 2 years, and then I moved to Miami. I was working for a health insurance company out there, and I stayed for about 2 years. And then I moved back home for another job, and also I was homesick. Miami's only about 2 hours away from my hometown, but I was homesick, and yeah, I just wanted to move back home. So I moved back home for 2 years. So I told myself I was gonna give myself a year and then move. I've always wanted to move to Texas, more specifically to Houston, just because I don't know. I had a friend that lived out there, and I would talk to him, and I would just see how much he has grown. He was doing really well for himself. So I'm just like, I want to live on my own too. I want to make it too. So I'm like, let me look into moving out to Texas. So, I did some research. I looked up jobs, see how much they were paying, checked out the cost of living and all that. So this wasn't just oh, let me get up and move to Texas because my friend is out there in Texas. I actually did my research. And it took me years before I actually moved, because like every year I said that I was gonna save up and move. Like it never happened. Something would happen, so I just never made that move. And then it wasn't until during the pandemic, 20 I was gonna do the move in 2020, but that's when the pandemic hit, so I put that on the back burner. And then come 2021, that was last year, I was talking to my god sister, and that was around December-ish. And like I was just tired of being at home, back home, and stuck in the same routine, seeing the same people, and just being stuck. Like the jobs weren't paying much. I was living back home, and I was 30 at the time. I wanted to branch out, live on my own, and do my own thing, find my own way, find my own path. So I was talking to her, and I was telling her, I've been trying to move to Texas for years now, and it just hasn't happened, but I want to make that move soon. And she was just talking to me, whatever, and then she mentioned that an old friend was moving or wanted to move to Texas as well, but she didn't really know whether it was going to be Houston, Dallas, Austin, whatever. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And she's like, oh, she's actually coming to or visiting Dallas. And I'm like, oh, okay, that would be perfect, because I visited Houston before and I loved it. I fell in love. But like Dallas, when I came to Dallas maybe 2013. That was years ago. And my friend was living here at the time, and it was cool. It was okay, but like I didn't really get a feel for Dallas as like a grown adult. So I'm like, okay, so this might be a good opportunity for revisit Dallas and see how it is, and see how the area is, the cost of living and all that, and job opportunities. And that was another thing too when I was looking into moving into Texas. Was I work in healthcare, so the healthcare opportunities are endless out here. It's crazy. That old friend, we both came to visit last year in January 2021, and it was a great experience. It was a great trip. I felt even more motivated to move, and I had a friend from back home too that's living out here, and she showed me around, and she was giving me more insight on how it is here in Dallas, the culture, how it is in the corporate worlds and all of that, and the cost of living. And she was telling me her story and everything. So I was really inspired to actually make the move. Not to mention I would know somebody out here, so it would make the move much easier. So I started applying to jobs. I remember that the night before I was supposed to leave Dallas, like we stayed up till like 3 in the morning. She helped me brush up my resume, And I just started applying to jobs from there. I went back home. I applied to jobs like every single day, like multiple jobs every single day. And let me tell you, I was getting hits, mad hits. And it's funny because when I was in Florida, I don't know if it could have been my resume, but when I was in Florida, like I would not get hits like that. Like jobs would call me like 2-3 months later, talking, oh, do you need a job? Like, no, I already found one. Like, what the heck? I'm not gonna wait around 2-3 months for y'all to give me a job. So, yeah, so I found that in applying here in Dallas, jobs were calling me left to right. Like it got to a point I was doing like 2-3 interviews in a day. And I had like several interviews in a week. When I said I was overwhelmed, I was so overwhelmed because first of all, I don't like talking. And I hate interviews. Like I don't know about y'all, but interviews make me nervous as heck sometimes. So yeah, I didn't really like it too much, but I was thankful at the same time because I'm like, wow, God. So I ended up getting like 3 offers within like a month. First, I went with the job that was, paying me more. So I accepted that offer and I got my apartment. And around that time, in Dallas, they had a snowstorm. I believe it was that January, like right after I left, they had a snowstorm. So I don't know if it's because people weren't moving or the city was shut down. Like I ended up getting a good offer for my apartment. Mind you, I didn't even see this apartment when I had came to visit. I didn't see this apartment at all. I didn't know it existed. I did everything online. Like I found the apartment online, and I remember it was, it was a little expensive. And then I checked the next day and I seen the price had dropped. And not only it had dropped, they were offering 2 months rent free. And I'm like, oh no, I need to lock down this apartment ASAP. So I did the application, all that jazz, got approved, and I literally moved here. I started work March 15th, 2021. I literally moved to Texas March 11th, 2021. So like 4 days before I started a new job, I got up, left Florida, and moved. And I didn't even see this apartment. Like I said, like I literally signed the lease the next day after I landed from the airport. It's crazy. And it's just crazy how God works, man. That's what I'm saying. If something hasn't worked out for you, be still, trust in God, continue praying, continue fasting. Because let me tell you, when it's time for things to happen in your life, He's gonna make it happen with ease. Like there's gonna be a peace about it. So if you find that things aren't happening for you and you're having to force things, don't force it. Most likely it's not for you or it's not your time yet. But let me tell you, when you wait on God and His timing, everything smooth sailing for you. Smooth sailing. Like moving here has been a blessing for me. And it doesn't even just stop at like, getting a good deal on my apartment and getting multiple job offers. I started off as a contractor, and so the contract, I think was like 3 months, and then they extended it 6 months, 9 months, and then come October 2021, I was talking to my manager, and I'm like, I'm tired of being a contractor. Like I want to be full time. Like I need these benefits. Not that I didn't have benefits with being a contractor, but it was more expensive. Like I was paying a lot out of pocket for it. So come October, she's like, we don't really have a position now, but I'm definitely gonna keep you in mind because she really likes me, she loves my work ethic, so she really wants to keep me here. So I'm like, okay, I'll wait just a little bit, but if not, I got to jet. So sure enough, not even like a week later, I think it was a day later, she called me in. I'm like, am I in trouble? Like, what's going on here? And she presented a job opportunity for me, and it was actually a promotion. So not only was I getting put on as a full-time employee, I was getting a promotion. And let me tell you, gen moun ki pa kontan, gen moun ki pa kontan de sa, paske, you know, they were there for a while. And you know, me, I'm just coming in, and yo get the bum yon promotion. So I'm just like, you know, listen, this is nothing, no one but God. Like, I give God praise. Like, sometimes I sit here and I'm just like, God, like, this is on mine. Like, this is my apartment. Like, this is my life. Like, you know, things aren't perfect, but it's the little things for me. Because I remember praying for things like this, and, you know, it's finally coming into fruition. You know, I'm not where I want to be yet, but you got to thank God for, you know, where you've come from and where you are now. And I just thank God for all of it. I thank him for the journey. I just thank him for everything. That's my journey of how I moved to Texas. So if you're ever considering about moving out of state and the process, you can hit me up in the comments or email me. I'll be more than happy to you know, share my journey and also help you out on your journey as well. All right, so what do I do? I went into a whole rant about my job and moving here to Texas. So for those who don't know, I work in revenue cycle. Revenue cycle is pretty much bringing in revenue from insurance payers into the healthcare organization. So I work for a health organization out here, and I started off as in revenue cycle. But now I'm a practice management systems trainer, so I train the new employees on the electronic medical record and billing system that we use with our organization. I also am a system administrator, kind of have like 2-3 positions in one. But my main job is practice management trainer. So yeah, that's what I do. My interest, of course, is fashion. I love researching trends. I love, you know, scrolling on Instagram, following boutiques, fashion bloggers, stylists, and just looking up different fashion trends. Like, I love putting outfits together. I love styling people. So actually, I don't even put this out there, but like, I have a few people that hit me up to like style them. Like, I don't consider myself a stylist at all. Like, I just love helping, you know, friends, family out, you know, if they need help dressing for an event or whatever they got going on, vacation, whatever. So I just do that, you know, just for fun. But like, I found that, you know, it's actually kind of become a thing where, you know, my friends actually refer me to their friends and other people, and like, they reach out to me to help them style. Like, I'm just like, this is not what I signed up for. But you know, I find joy in it. Like, I love it. So yeah, I guess, you know, I do a little personal styling on the side, you know. And also I have a boutique, an online boutique. So I sell women's clothing, handbags, accessories. So I'm gonna leave my link in the bio and also leave a coupon code. If you guys are interested, go ahead and check it out and support your girl. My hobbies, I don't know. You know, I'm trying to find, you know, some hobbies. I'm a homebody, y'all. I'm a homebody, but I do love going to a good brunch. I love dressing up, having drinks, eating good. I'm kind of a picky eater, and that's because my parents are chefs. Both my parents are chefs. They have a catering company. So like, I know good food. So I love art. Growing up as a kid, I was always into art. Like, I remember playing school with my friends and my sisters, my cousins, And if I let them borrow some of my crayons, like you literally had to put the crayons back in the order that they were in, and you could not break my crayons. Like if you broke my crayons, you're gonna replace it. Better believe you're gonna replace it. Like that's how crazy I was. Like I love art though. Like I love art. I used to draw and paint, you know, when I was younger. Even in high school, I used to draw and paint, but like, you know, I stopped all that. But, you know, I would love to get back into that and, you know, tap into some of my hobbies again. And also, I used to love reading, but like, I kind of stopped. I don't know, like, after getting my master's, I'm like, read me. But no, I do want to get into reading more. I have been. I'm on my second book of the year. Could be better, but you know, progress. So yeah, so if you have any book recommendations as well, drop them below. I do want to read more financial literacy books and self-help books. So if you have any recommendations, like I said, just drop it down below and I'll be sure to check it out. A little bit about me and my personality. I am shy. Like I said, I'm very shy. But at the same time, I'm someone who loves to have fun. I have a sense of humor. I love to laugh. Like I come from a family of comedians. Okay, so we're always cracking jokes, you know, especially with my cousins, my friends, like we're always cracking jokes. I love to laugh. If you heard my laugh, like y'all would scream. Like I'm just someone who loves to laugh. Like I'm always smiling. I'm someone who doesn't really or tries not to let things really bother me. I'm very easygoing and I think I have a fun personality. I don't know, you know, but yeah. A lot of people think their first impression of me, I think they think I'm uptight. Like I had someone tell me like they thought, you know, I was a little uptight. I was like a judgmental church girl, and I'm just like, oh my God, you thought that of me? Like I'm like far from it. Like I'm so not judgmental at all. I feel like I get along with pretty much everybody, even though, you know, I consider myself an introvert. If I'm around you, I get to know you a bit more. That shyness is gonna, you know, simmer down a little bit, and you know, you're gonna start to see my who I am and, you know, my personality. Like I'm someone, if I don't know you, I'm gonna be very quiet around you. And that's just because, you know, I'm kind of filling out your vibe, you know, who you are and what you're about. Cause, you know, I don't know, as an adult, it's kind of hard to make friends. Like it's hard to trust people. Like I've been burned by people in the past, and like I feel like I'm a genuinely good person. Like I'm the type of person to give you my last, even if I don't have it. So to get burned by people, like I'm just like, you know, I try not to deal with people too much. So yeah, when you get burned by people, it makes you, sorry, there's something in my hair this whole time. But when you get burned by people, it makes you not want to, you know, just deal with people. So like that's why I kind of shy away from people, especially if I don't know you. Yeah, it takes me a good minute to really warm up and open up to people. But yeah, going back to the person that told me that, she's like, yeah, I thought you were a judgmental church girl, but you know, after being around me, getting to know me, like she saw like I was really cool, you know, I could be fun, you know, let loose a little bit. Cause yeah, life's too short, you know, to be uptight and mean all the time. Like I'm not one of these mean girls out here. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, my personality. All right, so let's get into why I started this vlog. So I started this vlog because I am someone who is very shy. Like I don't do any type of public speaking. But it's funny how God works, because like with my job, like I have to talk. I train people. So it's like, yeah, I'm learning how to get out of my comfort zone and, you know, be a little more out there, be a little bit more vulnerable. So yeah, this is why I'm here. And also I want to bring you all some fashion content, styling haul. I want to do some chit chat, get ready with me style, let you in on what I do on a daily basis, some of my adventures here in Dallas. You know, being that I'm new, I want to take y'all along with me on that ride. So that is what you can expect from watching or subscribing from my channel. So if you haven't already, and if you like what you see, what you heard, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Go ahead and like this video, share it with a friend, and also let me know what you liked, didn't like, what you would like to see in the next video. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all so much. If you made it to the very end, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you all enjoyed this video.